this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, 20! I'm coming after you! Check it!
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Brady now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Simmons. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line. Come on, set.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
And a
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Set 15 line. 15 line. Step.
On 3rd down, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
And he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
Here we go, 18 Gator.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Go.
51 Mike 51. Record. 51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd and 9, Brady. A quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shoot this side. We got three. Key 26. Yeah, let's get
Throwing Jones. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
Wait, 20!
Check, 47. Get in the weight room.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, they almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 4. Showing it.
Alert! Hey, seam 6. Go 50.
Brady to throw again.
Let's go, defense.
to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they have to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Jones now. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is up to 8. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Super toe.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Steps away, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
High 7. 5.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. High throw, but he makes the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Jones operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, this Pats-Giants bout is part of the NFL 100 series. These two teams have met in a pair of Super Bowls, Super Bowl 42 and 46. Eli and the Giants winning both over Tom Brady and company. Now, the first of those 2 wins, of course, prevented the Pats from becoming the 2nd undefeated team in NFL history. That was the famous or infamous, depending who you were cheering for, helmet catch by David Tyree. And now they meet in Week 6 of the 2019 campaign. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Sanu. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Brady now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Mike 29. Oh, you got deep? Why? 80 weapon. Check. White 28.
First down, here's White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the pass. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey, watch the slant. Regular.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Brady. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Brady going to throw. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go on, D. Watch twins. Watch twins.
The toss out to Barkley. Got some room at the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 83 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop it.
29 is Mike Peckett.
On play action, now Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they will run it with Michel. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Michel going to try again, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, check it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Regular. Hey, check it.
Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
20. Sold 50.
Mike 29. Let's go.
Hey, orbit.
We got to step.
From midfield, here's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Brady gives this to White. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I got you, boy.
Go, Bandit.
On second down, Michelle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's Michelle once again. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 51. Hey. Drop deep. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Throwing here, Dobbs. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw on 3rd down, Dobbs. And Ingram holds it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Dobbs. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4, and now it's fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for New York. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back now in Foxborough. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mike 29. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a jacket reload.
Again, it's Michelle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
72.
Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 29, Brady. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to look deep down the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Second down at the 27-yard line.
Ready? 10 logo.
51 to Mike. 2 logo.
Bravo.
51 to Mike. Mike 51.
Here we go. 51.
Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go.
They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. New England on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
54. Mike 54. It's just me and you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Jones now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Looking for Shepard deep. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, Tyan. Let's go right here now.
Hey, box truck.
54.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let it flop, and that's caught. inside the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain all those 40 yards here.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha! Go!
Throwing again. Jones. He's going to let it go deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel, first-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tate. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hey, exit.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Mike 54.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Patriots, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.